Hello, Red River Valley School Division. Here's another video in the G Suite 101 series. This time we're going to be looking at Google Slides. I got a few things I want to show you in Google Slides. Again, we can go a couple of different ways you can go to figure out your or find Google Slides. Is you can go to Google Drive. Remember, Google Drive is where you have everything located. Everything that you've created is located here. If I go under New and I go to Google Slides, I can just click on that and it opens up a brand new Google slide for me. If you're wondering what Google Slides is, it's the same as, or it's the alternative to Microsoft PowerPoint. So if you're familiar with PowerPoint, this will look very, very familiar to you. And we'll take you through some of the different ways that you can use slides. So it's fairly straightforward. As you can see here, you have different themes along the side. Google's been getting a little bit better. They've been adding a few more themes on here, but it's fairly limited, and we'll get into how you can pick different themes online. But I'll just pick a theme here, and you can see that it automatically applies that to every screen, so, or every slide, I should say. So if I want to create a new slide, so this is one slide, and of course I can add titles to this. There's little subtitles and so on that you can put on there. And then of course we can add new slides, and it gives you different types of slides you can use with one column, two columns. I want to put a picture in there, those types of things. I'm just going to create a blank slide, and I'm going to actually change it back, change the theme back to white. Okay, couple things that we can look at, and of course this is very similar to PowerPoint, so I don't want to bore you too much with all the details, but again, you can insert all sorts of different things here, as you can see. I won't get into the nitty-gritty, but I will pull out a few. Image, again, you can get those from anywhere. You can search the web and so on. There's a text box that you can add, and then you can add your text in there. Audio, you can actually, you need to have the audio already go. I have some audio here, and you can choose the audio you want. You select that. What it'll do is it puts a little, puts a little thing here, puts a little icon showing that you have audio. On the right hand side, you'll see where you can do it, the audio play on the click, or automatically plays when it comes up to that slide. You can decide to loop it, loop the audio, or you can actually have it stop on the slide that you're working with. So there's lots of different things you can do with audio. I'm just going to delete that right now, for now. Other things you can insert, shapes. As you can imagine, there's different types of shapes, tables, charts, and so on. Word art's pretty cool. I know you're probably wondering, what about video? I'll get back to video, but word art's pretty neat. You can type in, I'll just type my name in here, and then with that, it creates word art for you. You're probably familiar with word art. With word art, you have all the different options of all the different fonts here. And then, of course, you can actually fill. There's the fill tool right here. I can fill in the shape. You can also color the line. So if I want to make the line bigger, and I can give the line a color, make that big. You can make all sorts of different types of word art. And of course, this is rotatable and movable and so on. Okay, so I'm going to create a new slide here. Just talk about video, insert video. What a video does is it goes directly into YouTube. So if you already have the URL for YouTube, you can go here and paste it in there. Or if you want to search YouTube, remember my favorite owls here, it will, click on that, select it, it will put that particular YouTube video right in there, ready to go, and you can resize that and move that around. And of course, it has all sorts of playback features here as well. So you can autoplay it. As soon as the slide comes up, it'll play it right away. You can mute the audio, so on and so forth. So those are nice little features that Google Slides has for audio. Also, you can, which is kind of neat with video, if you already have a video created, you can pop that in there too. So if you already have some videos, you can see that I have some videos, we could throw those in as well. Okay, so there's lots of different ways that you can add your videos. I think that's it for the insert for now. The other area that, transitions, it has all that kind of stuff too. So if you want to make your transitions here, so right now I have no transitions. You can do the fades, slide from the right, and so on and so forth. That's between slides. There's also animations you can do. So I can animate this particular guy right here. Right here I can animate. We can do a fade in, you can fly in from the top, and so on. So you can have that come in and fly in from the top. So there's lots of different ways you can play around with it, and that's all over here. As soon as you click on the particular object, that will all show up here under transition. You go to transition, you can see the slide transition, and then object transition. Okay. That's about it for now. And there's background too. You can choose object to your background. What I will say though, and this is something that I think is kind of important, and we should mention that, and we mentioned this in the Google Docs area, is I'm going to close the theme up here, is you also have the Explore button. The Explore button is quite nice. Again, you can search for different things. We can go hockey, let's say. Oops, sorry about that. I created a new slide by accident. We can go up in here and go hockey, and what it'll do is it'll give you different websites you can go to, or you can just find some pictures. Again, these are all safe to use. We've tried different types of things to see what kind of objects show up, but these are all copyright safe. So if I pop that in there, if I hit the plus sign, it will insert that in for you. You can move that around if you like. You can also do another one if I want to put that. Try that again. If I want to just hit that plus sign. What Google Slides will do is it'll look at the slide that you're entering, or you're trying to insert it, and it'll try to make it look nice for you. You can always readjust it if you want, and do some moving around here, do a little bit of publishing, and so on and so forth. And if I want to pick another one, it'll look at the slide and look at the pictures you already put in, and then try to guess where you want to put it and make it look nice for you. And then, for example, if I do this one as well, it'll readjust it. Now that one didn't have much space to put in, so we'll have to readjust that one for ourselves and put that in here, because it's kind of a small little spot. Okay, so anyway, so that's what you can do there. I'm going to create a new slide here, and we'll just do a little bit more on the pictures. You can also drag them in. So I'm going to just take this one, this particular slide, and you can see when you put a dragon over it, makes it quite big. So we're going to resize that. Oops, there we go. We'll resize that one. Now with this, there's lots of different things you can do with a picture. So once you click on it, there's got the format options here. So you can rotate it, you can position, you can recolor it. It's got kind of little filters that you can put on it. Like Instagram has a drop shadow you can add to it. You can see a little shadow, and there's little things you can do there. You can make that drop shadow bigger, angle it a bit more. So there's lots of different things. You can blur the radius. You can play with those if you like. The reflection's kind of cool. It'll make a little reflection down there. So you can play with all those different options as well. One thing you can also do is mask this. I'm just going to back that up a little bit. You can mask your picture. And what that means is right up here there's a crop. And I think we all know what a crop does. If I click on a crop, we can just scissor that or cut that off right there and right there. If I don't want to, I just want to get these two players, and we're just going to crop that right to there and hit enter, and I can cut the edges off. But masking is a little different. I'm going to back that up. There we go. Masking is this little arrow right beside it. So now I can cut it in a form of a shape. So we got a little Pac-Man here. So when I hit enter, it'll cut it out into that particular shape. So you can play around with that and see what you can do there. Okay, and as always, there's also, and we can also add the title here. Notice if you want to add titles, it's always in the top left. Remember, with all particular Google Docs and G Suite, you can share things. So if I want to share this with somebody, again, I can add the email to that. I can also copy the link. Notice that where I have the get link, you can change these to, right now it's only to Red River Valley School Division. This can be changed if you want to do that. So what we do is we click on that down arrow, and you can have link to anyone. Whoever has this link will have the ability to view it. You can also give them the ability to comment or edit. Okay, That's it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed our video on Google Slides. Let me know if you have any other questions, or if you want a certain video on a certain topic in G Suite. I can help you out with that. Okay, have a great day, everybody.